Welcome to another Unreal Foos tutorial. In this video I wanted to show you the cutback option on the rollover. So this option, it's something that you might want to practice it, but it's just one of those things that it's not really an option that you can consistently get, that somebody would base their whole rollover on. So you wouldn't necessarily just want to do cutback shots, just because at least on the tornado table is not the most consistent option. You will misexecute it sometimes, although when you misexecute, you're most likely going to shoot it straight. So it's not it's not necessarily a bad thing. But again, for the rollover, I always recommend that you practice the standard options, more square shots. Practice the cutback, which is an angle option. So for a defense like this, rather than trying to time one hole or the other, this angle is usually open. So to do a cutback shot like that would mean that you can actually exploit this defense sometimes a little bit more easily than trying to time a certain hole. But again, the problems with the cutbacks are just being able to execute them consistently. It's definitely a lot easier to do square shots than cutback shots. So anyway, it's a good option. So some tips on how to execute those cutbacks. On the pull side, again, when you do a standard shot, you're always moving and then trying to square the shot so that it goes straight. On the cutback, you don't want to move the like if you're going to the pull side, you don't want to move the rod back to square. You're basically as soon as you're moving, you're trying to just hit, so that and having the rod essentially move the same direction where you're shooting, and that way that'll sort of get the edge to hit the ball at an angle. So don't try to rush the shot. Just like with any other rollover shot, it's a smooth motion, and when you're going to shoot it, you're moving the shot, but as opposed to trying to square it, you just hit. So you don't see, if I was shooting, for example, a pull side on a regular square option, see how my rod is going that way to be able to square. On the cutback, I'm just staying here. Basically, I'm moving and hitting. So you have to work on that timing, and the same thing with the, trying to hit a cutback on the push side, like that. Again, and my rock is pretty much the same. That way, and that's one of the things with this shot. I mean, if you sort of misexecute it, it is a straight shot, so it has some advantages. But again, to try to get this shot to try to get a consistent cutback, it's fairly difficult. So, but if you're able to get it, I mean, sometimes it just may be an easy opportunity to score when somebody gives you a really standard defense like this, and they're just sort of just trying to either bait you to go one way or the other, but that angle's there. Or if it's like this and you just see one of those huge angles right there, and you're maybe not feeling confident about hitting like straight or one dots or even going out long, it's it might just be easier to hit that angle. So that's all I have to say about that. It's a good option, but again, practice your regular options, square shots, and do this one just to kind of have it in your back pocket. And if you're able to get it consistently, then more power to you. And if you want to base your rollover series off of that, then great. Just my experience has been that it's not the most consistent option, but again, it's a good option to at least try and learn and practice.